My disclaimer is that I was not into automotive upholstery, but auto repair for more than 25 years. This sun visor repair was on my 1997 S10 pickup. There's also an excellent video by a Hispanic on how to recover these sun visors. The foam on my upholstery had completely disintegrated after years of owning this truck. I bought it new. This is foam backed upholstery and I bought it from onlinefabricstore.com. Go around the edge of your sun visor and separate it where it's glued around the edges. And when you open it up, basically this is what you'll see. You don't have to remove this mirror panel unless the hinge pins are broken, and I'll get into that in a few minutes. But if you want to take that mirror assembly out, this is where you unlock it. The top blue arrows is where you unlock it. The bottom two blue arrows are just hinge points. Two cardboard tabs with the red arrows are just guide points, reference points, and they need to be inserted as shown here to position the sun visor assembly inside the cardboard. I trimmed the right one so it wouldn't interfere with the plastic sun visor that slides out of the main sun visor. This is glued back together. I also put hot glue at two ribs shown at the top of this photo. Since I had never done this before, I thought I might have to cut the terminals off the wire. You don't have to do that, and you don't have to remove this piece. These are the plastic hinge pins that broke in mine, and to the left you can see the insignia that this is ABS plastic. You need to know that if you're going to plastic weld. Notice in the yellow box that these are marked right and left. Also notice the light switch for the mirror. I used a piece of welding rod for the new hinge pins, just one solid rod across, and it is plastic welded in place. Now you could try JB Weld for plastic, or you could try super glue. There's other ways of doing this, but since I had a plastic welder, that's what I went with, and of course this can be ground to improve the appearance of that plastic weld. My first attempt was using 3M weather strip adhesive, but it was too flexible. This gets a little complicated, but I'll try to explain as best I can. The hinge clips, the spring-loaded clips, will snap in place where the yellow arrows are. The mirror goes under the clips. Notice the hole to the right for the light switch. This hinge cover must be completely flush with the top before you try to open it. If not, you will break where the hinge pins are. It is much easier if the clips are on the metal rod before you glue it in place. I use vice grip needle nose to adjust that spring clip. I apologize for not taking a photo of that spring clip that goes over the rod before you glue it in place. But what you do to pull the cover up even with the other part where it hinges and opens up, it has to be up even. And in order to adjust that, you take these needle nose pliers or vice grips and you put it over the little eyelet where the rod goes through, and the other end of your needle nose pliers over the bottom of the clip, and you compress that a little bit. When you do that, it will pull that panel up. So I hope you can understand that. When you see it, I think you'll understand it better. But because this welding rod is a little bit smaller than the original hinge pin, that cover needs to come up flush. If it isn't flush and you try to open it, instead of it going across the top of the other piece, it will get in a bind and it will break your piece. So be careful. Before you spray the 3M90 adhesive, you need to tape off around your sun visor so that you don't get adhesive on the edges of the fabric. It can be cleaned off with 3M adhesive cleaner, but it's a lot easier if you carefully mask it off before you shoot the adhesive. This photo, you see the cardboard plastic guide tab sticking through the plastic part of the sun visor at the bottom to properly locate the sun visor within the cardboard part. I used the 3M90 adhesive all around the edges of this upholstery, but I also used some hot glue in the position shown here just to provide some additional support. You need to carefully trim the excessive upholstery shown where the yellow arrows are so that it won't protrude to the outside of the sun visor. And this is the 3M adhesive cleaner. When you use the 3M90 adhesive, wait about 5 minutes before you close the sun visor to glue it together. 3M90 holds securely, but it's also very forgiving in that you can still pull that upholstery fabric back for a period of time, say half an hour, and it still work. I cut my material a little short on the side, so be very careful about that. But I was fortunate in that I was able to stretch that material and make it work, so it turned out fine. This is the reason you don't have to remove that mirror assembly. You can take a plastic tool, as I have here, and just tuck that material in under that mirror part. You need to trim some of the material so you don't pack it in there too much, but that works real well just to tuck it in. Cutting the material to the proper size. One very important thing, don't apply glue to the outside of the sun visor so it can move when you fold it over. Make slits around the corners to enable you to pull the upholstery over better and to make the corners smooth, and trim off any excess you have before you close the sun visor up. I've removed the excess material, and you can see where I put tape over the plastic shaft to keep the adhesive off the plastic shaft. 3M90 holds so well you really don't need to clamp it, but you could if you wanted to. And on an S10 there is a smaller sun visor shown here at the bottom that also needs to be recovered, and it is much easier to recover than the main sun visor. So it's complete. It turned out great. Looks as good as factory. I checked the light switch and the light with an ohm meter, but you could apply 12 volts and test it before you install it. Looks real nice, don't you think? Now they're back on the truck. Well, I had a lot of time in this since I'd never done it before, but I hope this video helps you with your project.